Hello, so welcome to the introduction video to talk about what our course looks like this semester. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through just our Canvas site, and I'm also going to go through our syllabus. One thing that I will say before I get started is this course is set up asynchronously, but if you do wish to have a synchronous meeting, I do ask about that during week one. So we may have some synchronous meetings. They're just not on the schedule yet. I just wanted to give us time to kind of get into the semester, and because I think it's going to be a little bit wonky again. So let's talk a little bit about what our Canvas course looks like. Because this is a seminar course, I did not divide it by project. I divided it by week because we have a different topic each week. And so the easiest way to get through this course is probably to click on the weekly schedule. But I also have the syllabus, assignments, discussions, all things you've probably seen in an online class. I also have a Zoom, and I know that these are office hours right now, but if we do have other meetings, it will be there as well. Course information and help is probably maybe something you don't see as often, so I thought I'd pull that up and talk about it a little bit. And this is something that I've recently started to do in all my courses, whether they're face-to-face or online. It's just a nice little module that shares, our syllabus and also other things that are important for the students to know. Also sometimes fun things. So yeah, because this is asynchronous, it's set up that way, but again, we can change it. I do have a communication plan for how I will communicate with you. And because all of your assignments are pretty much due Sunday night at 11:59 p.m., I've just made Monday announcements. So I'll make a brief video, probably like this one, that goes over whatever. It'll be short, and then you'll do the work, but I'll also have videos probably on some of the readings just to talk about them a little bit. Um, and then you'll do whatever discussion or assignment you have that day for that Sunday night, and I'll just kind of repeat throughout the semester. Video information is just how I use videos. I try to keep videos short. This video is going to be kind of longer because I have to go through the syllabus, so sorry about that. But it just talks about how I use video and what to expect, so you can read through that. Instructions for weekly discussion posts are there. One of the things that you're going to notice is a little different is I don't require you to respond to anybody, which is going to feel weird maybe in a seminar class, but I don't like requiring responses because sometimes they're pretty not great. So, and that's not a critique of you. I mean, you've said what you did in your post and you feel satisfied. It was very smart, but then you're supposed to reply to somebody, you're like, what? And there's only two of you, and so you'd just be having a conversation with each other all the time. So I didn't require that. But if you do have something to say to somebody, please say it. And then I think I got this idea from Allie, but I thought it was brilliant. And Ask Me Anything and other shares. So I thought this might be a nice way to de-stress. Kind of like post cute pictures of animals and tell me something you've learned, and I'll post there as well if I have something I want to share. So that's just some things about that module. Let's talk about our syllabus. So this is a professional writing seminar. We're also online for this, and that course delivery mode will not change. Yay, something that won't change. So the only thing that might change is that we might decide, hey, let's do a synchronous meeting or a synchronous Zoom meeting every Thursday, to talk about something. And we can do that too. But we'll work that out during week one and possibly also week two. Here's some things about office hours. I have like a research release this semester, so I don't have to do the full 10. But 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 1 to 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday is when I have them. I know that's pretty tight, and so if that time does not work for you at all, let me know. And I mean, I may even change this based on how the semester goes, but right now that's what my office hours are. I'm also kind of thinking if you wanted me to do an evening one, I could totally do that, but it probably would be about 7:30 when I could start it. So, but we can talk about that later. All office hours are through Zoom, but by request, you can meet in my office, or if it's a really nice day, we could sit outside, and talk about something. So, course description. So this course is where you think about terms of design and ethics in a rhetorical way, but also in a digital way. And so I've found some readings that talk about, diversity or inclusivity or lack thereof in digital spaces, but we also need to think about things like copyright and fair use and user experience, all those other fun typical things, usability. So you're going to have focus about that accessibility each week that you'll read different readings on. But we'll also have some major assignments. If we have a major assignment due, there will be no readings. You're just working on that assignment. And I've tried to construct readings that, correspond to the assignment that you have to do in the coming week. So that'll be happening. Course objectives you can read on your own. Required text, everything's in Canvas, so you don't have to buy anything. Yay! I hope to never have to require a textbook ever again, to be honest with you. On a classroom environment and expectations and my teaching style, you can read this on your own. If you've taken a class with me, you've probably seen this already. It's been modded a little bit for online delivery. That's about it. In Canvas course, I showed you that it's a weekly kind of structure, so hopefully that's easy for you to understand. Preparing for class, we have to do field work for this class. So part of the field work is doing that final ethical design project. Field work is just something, it could be real life, it could be something that I've kind of made up. Here is kind of a mixture of both. So you're not really working with a client or anything, but you're working with a real kind of media and kind of critiquing it in terms of its accessibility or lack thereof and inclusivity or lack thereof. And so we'll talk about those things. All assignments will have their own separate assignment sheet plus a video, plus we might do some Zoom around it. So you'll be supported in order to understand it. I've talked about office hours, so skip that. Grades and grading, nothing new there. Everything's in Canvas. I grade on a point system. So here's the list of assignments. Most weeks will have some kind of discussion happen. Right now there are 11 discussions that I've scheduled. Our first major assignment is an ethical term infographic. So for this, you're actually going to use one of the print-based readings you did and just make an infographic around it. And you don't have to use everything in the reading, goodness no. But how would you remix that, essentially, for another medium, for another audience? So think about that. The assignment is already in Canvas. In terms of service remix, I'm really excited about this. I've had friends teach this assignment and they love it. And so I kind of stole it from them a little bit. But what you'll do is that you'll remix a terms of service document toward a particular audience or demographic with attention toward accessibility, inclusivity. So there's going to be some readings about this to help you with that. The final project will require you to choose a social platform of your choice and basically critique and analyze it using some concepts from our course. So we'll talk about that in more detail later, obviously, but for this, it's two-parter assignment. You'll write a brief proposal to me, and then you'll create a video critique. Late policy and extensions. Please let me know if you need an extension, especially now. There could be lots of reasons for it. And also let me know if you have any problems participating in the course, or if you just don't have the bandwidth for something, either mental bandwidth or actual bandwidth, So just let me know if those things do happen to you. Please email me. It's the easiest way to get in contact with me, unless you know me on the socials or something. But I'm pretty quick to respond to email, to be honest with you, usually. Life happens policy. This is something that I think is probably really important, especially right now. If anything happens that makes it difficult for you to go through coursework, please reach out to me. Don't not reach out to me. So, and honestly, since I know both of you, if I notice something, I'm probably going to reach out to you. But just let me know what's going on. And I do have some resources for mental and emotional health for you if you need any kind of assistance that way. I'm not a psychologist. My sister is, to be honest, but not me. And so sometimes there are some things that I feel like I can't really get to. Academic honesty, I talk a lot about citation here, but just, use your own work, do things like that. We'll do some remix, and that's why we look at fair use and stuff like that, just so that you're not totally confused, you know. And then I have a TLDR for you because not everybody reads syllabi. Okay, here's our schedule, and how I've set this up is, again, it's a weekly focus. You'll notice like the weekends are included here because I set it up asynchronously, and even if we do have some Zoom meetings that are synchronous, you'll keep those Sunday deadlines. I'm not changing them. So anyway, you'll see the discussions are due here. If we have a major assignment, it's in bold. It's pretty easy to understand. I should probably take you through when we go remote a little bit. So you'll notice here before we go remote, I ask you for the proposal for the final project. I don't think I made that due on Sunday, but I'll have to go double check because that seems weird. But anyway, that's what we have. We don't have any class that week of Thanksgiving, and because I guess it's been combined with fall break. And then when we come back, we're obviously remote. And so I decided if you had any final questions about your project as you work on it, or you need some, guidance in something, we can meet through Zoom. But I'm not sure when we would want to set that up. But I'll still be keeping my office hours too, so you could just drop in there. And then I was very generous in this, I think. But your final project is due Thursday, December 10th. So you do have some time there to work on things. And if you hate that deadline for whatever reason, you can always turn it in early. It's fine. All right, so this video was not nearly as long as I thought it was going to be. So yay, we're at 11 minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this has been helpful to you in order to understand the course. And I look forward to working with you during week 1. Have a great day.